Up next, we have Facility Grid. Facility Grid is purpose-built, cloud-based software for commissioning providers, contractor and building owners. Facility Grid takes commissioning software to the next level by enabling companies effectively and efficiently manage the entire commissioning progress and deliver operationally ready buildings. Today, we have Facility Grid's Alex Koznets. Alex, take it away.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our presentation on Facility Grid Commissioning and Operational Readiness Solutions. I'm Alex Koznets. I'm a Chief Product Officer at Facility Grid, and my job at Facility Grid to lead product strategy, customer success, and product development. I'm helped with my 25 years of experience in mechanical engineering, construction administration, and commissioning, and my expertise in the life sciences, mission critical, and aviation facilities projects. Now let's talk about Facility Grid. Facility Grid enables effective and efficient management of the entire commissioning process to ensure delivery of the operationally ready buildings. Our cloud-based products are based on the experience that we have, that we received throughout our experience and our expertise. And we are helping to manage the over 4,500 commissioning projects all over the world. We serve the largest commissioning providers, construction companies, and the building owners. Here's the list of some of our clients. A number of them are ACG certified, such as RMF, Burns & McDonnell, WSP, TC, Horizon, and GMCCX. Some of you are in the audience today. Thank you, and we appreciate your business. Now let's take the must-have attributes of today's commissioning software. These attributes come from my first-hand experience running and managing commissioning projects, and I'm sure you would agree with the points I'm about to make as well. So the first attribute that we think is very important has to do with versatility, transparency, and standardization. This is making sure that the commissioning software can be accessed by every project participant using any type of device, online and offline. Also, since commissioning covers not just new construction projects, but also existing building commissioning projects, you want to make sure that the commissioning software enables you to perform commissioning processes for any type of project in any type of activity. In addition, your commissioning software should enable you to use it on any type of project. The software should be tailorable to the scope of your project and the specific project needs. Also, the software should be able to provide transparency to every stage of the commissioning process. The transparency should be available not just to the members of the commissioning team, but to manage to the available to the other members of the project team, and so that everyone is aware of the process and scope of the activities and the stage of the commissioning process. Now, in addition to that, the commissioning software should enable you to document and create standardized templates and project deliverables. Now, the next set of the attributes, must-have attributes, have to do with customization, efficiency, and reporting. Every project is different. However, some of the templates that can be created for checklists and functional tests can be standardized, as I mentioned before. And those checklists and test forms should be able to be customized based on specific project requirements. So some of the attributes of customization may include embedding images into the test script or creating tables. Also, the software should enable you to be as efficient on a job site or in the office as possible. So some of the features that the commissioning software can provide you with is ability to respond to multiple tests on the same screen, or also close multiple issues on the same screen. Now, as you mentioned, as you manage all your commissioning activities in the commissioning software, you should be able to very quickly generate any type of deliverables of your commissioning project. Basically, any type of deliverables, such as commissioning reports or systems manual, should be streamlined out of this software. Now, in addition, the software should provide you with full capabilities for audit trail. So this is important to find out what happened on the project, who performed what activity, and also to be able to provide this information on your pharmaceutical manufacturing projects, for example. Now, what's also very important is to ensure that your commissioning software can be part of the integrated digital turnover of your project based on specific project activities. So if the deliverable of your project is a BIM model or a digital twin, your software should be able to export any asset data verified by the commissioning team so that it can be imported into one of those tools. And that needs to be done using the standard protocol that's used for BIM process, which is called COBie. Also, if the building is utilizing a CMMS software, such as Maxima, for example, to manage work orders, the software should enable you to generate a file that can be used to populate that system. Now, in addition to the must-have features, throughout our experience, we have identified some other important features for managing commissioning process. Facility Grid believes that for the best outcome, the commissioning software needs to be integrated with other project collaboration tools to provide participants with the most efficient ways to get to the required information, eliminate double entries of data, and to minimize the need to jump from one software platform to another. Facility Grid does it by, for example, integrating pre-verification testing results into the functional test scripts. We also provide integration with any third-party PDF markup tool, such as Bluebeam, Adobe, or iAnnotate. This helps eliminate the need for double entry of information if you were to mark up a PDF document and then want those markups to be included in the issues log or site visit reports. Now, in addition to that, we talked about the importance of transparency of the commissioning data. Now, Facility Grid understands that that transparency should not only be available in the commissioning tool, because not all the project team members are going to be accessing the commissioning software. What we also do is we integrate our project health screen, which show you the status of every commissioning activities, and we embed that data into Procore, which is the leading construction management software. Now, we don't stop there. We actually take a step further, and we're really excited to be introducing our newest integration feature of being able to manage commissioning issues in both places, in the commissioning software, in Facility Grid, and also in Procore. This enables every user to track commissioning issues in both places and to respond to the issues in either platform and have those responses be integrated between the two teams. Now, well, you may think this is enough, and it's not. We actually don't stop here. We pride ourselves on driving innovation in commissioning software. With building designs becoming increasingly more sophisticated and complex, it is critical to ensure that buildings are really operationally ready for the seamless transition to the owners on day one and throughout their sustainable life cycle and operation. Innovations in commissioning software play a key role in streamlining the process of identifying and communicating the level of readiness of facilities and people who will be operating and maintaining them. Facility Grid really believes that commissioning can be a key component of ensuring that people, facilities, and the information are ready for the transition of the building ownership. And by doing so, commissioning providers can deliver a single version of reality to the entire project team in terms of the state of operationally ready buildings. Now, here's the yesterday's approach to tracking operational readiness. I'm sure you're all familiar with this type of spreadsheet that identifies the state of commissioning activities. The problem with this spreadsheet is it involves a lot of manual labor to update this spreadsheet and to keep it up to date. And this information is very important, and ensuring that this information is up to date is really challenging. Now, what also is the problem on a typical project is that a lot of time commissioning is documented as a single item on a typical construction schedule, right? There's typically a couple of months allocated at the end of the project to the commissioning activities. Now, this is a problem because by the time those 2 months arrive, and by the time commissioning becomes in focus, some of the milestones that lead to those commissioning activities can be missed. Also, the information in a typical construction schedule in terms of completion of commissioning activities can be inaccurate, can be partial, or because it gets updated maybe on a weekly or on a monthly basis, that information can be delayed. Now, what also a challenge is that when the commissioning activities or status of commissioning activities is really not tracked against the actual construction schedule. So that's when you know where you are, but you have no reference to where you're supposed to be in terms of the completion of those activities. Now, let's talk about O&M training. We all know that it is tremendously important for the O&M personnel to get hands-on training on the equipment and systems that they will be operating. They need to understand why equipment is there, what it's supposed to do, what issues can arise with operating of that equipment and how to address them, and also how to identify that the way equipment operates is an issue. So in order for the building operators to get proper training, they need to be provided with every opportunity they can take to get trained. So these opportunities can be part of the commissioning process, for example, startup testing or functional testing or integrated system testing. When the construction schedule does not identify those elements on the construction schedule, the building operators can really miss those opportunities. Now, what's also critical and is not typically available is getting a clear picture of what's actually not done on the project. Knowing what's done is important, but understanding what's not done is even more critical. Now, to track operational readiness, Facility Grid provides two features. One of the features is called Timeline Monitor. And this feature establishes a single version of reality by providing the instant access to accurate and real-time information. It places the commissioning process on everyone's radar at all time to provide accurate and real-time information. It alerts project participants of any missed milestones. It reflects details and specifics of commissioning and quality control activities. It also communicates the level of readiness of activities versus the actual anticipated due dates. It also provides the forecast for additional time to complete items that may be falling behind the schedule. It enables the manpower planning and also identifies the targeted training opportunities that the O&M personnel can take in order to understand how to operate and maintain a system. The second feature of our operational readiness program is the Closeout Tracker. Now, Closeout Tracker replaces that spreadsheet that I showed you before that is typically maintained by the commissioning company. It streamlines the closeout process and eliminates the manual tracking of states of activities. Now, it also ensures that the equipment and systems are functionally ready and all the associated issues are addressed. As you can see here, across the top, these are different activities that are being maintained for or performed for different assets that you can see on the left side of the screen. And we track the state of readiness of every activity, associated documentation in the second column, and the third column shows the open issues. We also track the O&M personnel training process. We verify that the closeout documentation has been collected and reviewed, and this is shown by the different colors in the second column of every activity. And also, most importantly, we provide the awareness of the outstanding issues and activity. And by doing so, we provide the building owner with a peace of mind when they accept the building, that they know that the building is truly operationally ready. It can be successful to start and operate on day one. The building personnel knows how to operate the equipment and systems. And most importantly, if there are any outstanding issues or activities that have not been completed yet, the building owner is aware of what those are and knows who's going to be performing them and when.
Hey, Alex.
Yes.
Hey, just wrap it up soon. About 30 seconds left.
Perfect. Thank you. Well, actually, that's perfect timing. I'm at the end of my slides, and so I'm ready to go to the Q&A session. If you do have any questions regarding our software, or you want to learn more about that, you can contact me or Greg Caravello, who is our Senior VP of Sales. Thank you.
All right, great. Thanks so much, Alex. Before we dive into those questions, Facility Grid is giving away 3 new projects for 1 year on Facility Grid's platform. This prize is valued at $4,500. If you want this item to be yours, please comment Facility Grid Rocks in the chat box. We'll do the random drawing after the Q&A. Good luck, everyone. Okay, so our first question is, can you integrate with a third-party work order management system to issue tickets for commissioning issues?
Yes, so one of the features that Facility Grid provides is ability to export data from the software in a format that can be used to directly embed the data into that work order management system, like, for example, Maxima. Basically where all the data that's been verified throughout the checklist verification process, that data can be exported and imported directly into Maxima. And so Maxima can start operating and managing the work orders day one once the project is completed.
All right, our next question. Integration with any other CM software, for example, submittal exchange?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we, as I mentioned to you before, we really understand that the commissioning does not live on an island. It is part of the entire construction process, and it needs to be able to collaborate with other tools. Our first step into that direction is integrating with Procore. This is where we can exchange information such as the issue management, and also providing the status of activities, like all of our project health screens that show you the status of issues, checklists, and other activities can be viewed within Procore. And so the entire project team has access to that data.
Okay, next question. How does Precore integration work?
Great question. So again, we have 2 parts of the integration. One is the embedded experience, where you can bring up any project health screens directly into Procore if the construction team is using Procore as your construction management platform. In terms of the integration with the issues, basically a commissioning provider can generate an issue in Facility Grid, and upon automated replication, that issue will get integrated, embedded into the Procore's observations log. They call them observations. So basically, now the construction team can manage those issues in Procore, or they can view them in Facility Grid. The contractors can respond to issues in Procore or in Facility Grid. They can exchange information in terms of pictures and documents, and all of that is synchronized between the two solutions. So whether you're looking at Procore or Facility Grid, you're seeing the same status of the issues and the same responses.